So, specifically for single women, what do they need to be cultivating now in order to help their current community and their future husbands fight the culture war?
One of the things that would be really helpful here is to remember that there are general commands for everyone, but then the particulars are going to be unique and different for every person. Not everyone gets married at the same age. Not everyone has the same number of kids. Not everyone's going to have the same life situation. My daughters right now have the huge blessing of taking care of their great grandma. And it would be wrong and unfair if I then said to everybody, and everyone needs to be like them and take care of their great grandma. And it's like, well, I don't have one of those, like what? But for them, that's what God has placed right in front of them. That is their opportunity for obedience. So I'd say look for what opportunities for obedience God has put right in front of you. We don't need to wait and then dream up a different area of obedience over here. A lot of times when we do that, what we're doing is looking for an escape from the obedience right in front of us. We come up with some other thing. Here is my calling in life and my passion that I need to do for the glory of God. And it's like, you're disobeying God right in front of you, right here. And you're not even, this is the parable of who is my neighbor right in front of you. It's right there, but they want to, who is my neighbor? While the person right in front of them needs prayer or needs encouragement or needs a helping hand for something. And, they're off in the corner saying, who is my neighbor? So what you need to be cultivating is just that submission to God right in front of you, right where you're at. And then when that means a husband, then it means that. Then when it's kids, it means that. In your church, being helpful and serving in any way that you possibly can. Again, opportunities. And God will give them. They're always there. If anything, there is more warning in the Bible against seizing something before God has given it to you. And this goes all the way back to the garden. Grabbing something before God ever gave permission. David's a great example of patience. He was anointed king and told, you're king. And he's like, all right, where's the throne? Like, not yet. And he had to wait. And he had all these opportunities to kill Saul, but he knew, nope, this has got to happen on God's timeline, not mine. And so he was just faithful with what he had right there, his men and what the Lord had given him. Cultivate that kind of obedience now. And then you'll become a force multiplier for your husband, your future husband, who is going to engage in the culture war in a whole different way.